Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you? I am here today to bring you another card. Look how cool this card is. So we are working on this, and this week I am using the Wonderful World bundle, which is a celebration level 2 offering. So with a $100 purchase of anything in the catalog or the mini catalog, you can earn this stamp set for free and a pack of designer series paper. Both of them together is your gift. So this flower is from the DSP, and here is a flower that is part of the stamp set. So I've used both of them on this card. Because you have to spend $100, I'm trying to help you get some ideas. So one of the things you can purchase are these awesome tag dies. They're amazing. They're the tailor-made tag dies. I use them constantly, so definitely check that out. In fact, I will be using them on my next project as well. The Charming Sentiments, I'm using it all week with this bundle. This bundle doesn't have any words, so this word set is perfect. It's all occasion, lots of different fonts, and the best part is that you get to die cut these words out. How cool are they? So check out this word right here. Wishing you everything wonderful. That was die cut out with this die right here. And it goes with this word set. So if you purchase this bundle from me, I will make sure that you have the reverse image. I'll mail that to you so that you can put it behind your dies, just like I did, and it's easy to find the dies that match. Another thing that you can purchase to get you to the $100 is this awesome Hive 3D embossing folder. It is gorgeous, and it is what made this gorgeous background. I love it. I think it is beautiful. So definitely check this out as well. It's in the main catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. The DSP is beautiful. Let me show you really quickly in the brochure. It's on page 14 and 15. Here's all the designer series paper. And it is beautiful. And then these pieces here can be die cut out so that you could have large flowers on your piece, which is what we're using today. This is the one I chose to use on this card, and today we're going to use this one. Aren't they gorgeous? So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're going to start with a piece of basic white thick cardstock. This time I chose to use a piece cut long ways, but you can also cut the short way. If you use it this way, it's going to be 5.5 by 8.5, and if you use it this way, it's going to be 4.25 by 11. If it's 4.25 by 11, you need to score it in half at 5.5, and if it's 8.5 by 5.5, then you would score it at the 4.25 inch mark. Okay. I just wanted to be mixing it up today a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and fold that in half. So you're going to have your corners meet, and then you're going to use your bone folder to really give that a nice burnish. And so our card is going to open today from this way. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach this gorgeous embossed piece of Orchid Oasis cardstock with that Hive folder. And for those of you who don't know how to do that, all you do is take your piece of cardstock and you stick it between the two pieces. It's like a sandwich. Let me get it out to show you. It's like a sandwich, right? So you make a little sandwich of paper. So it opens up like this. You put your paper in there, you close it up, and then you run it through your die cut machine. You crank it through, and when it comes out and you lift this up, this is what you have, this gorgeous hive. So you need a die cut machine in order to do that. Our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is amazing, and it does a good job for these. So let me grab my silicone mat and my multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. When I use embossing folders, I really like to use this glue. It fits in all the nooks and crannies, and it definitely bonds the cardstock to the base. And I do put a little extra glue when I have a raised image like this, but it is super strong glue and it works super great. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach that here. I'm gonna leave a border around around approximately the same on all 4 sides. And I'm just gonna press that into place, just like that. Okay, so now on to this beautiful tag. So the tag is the largest of the rounded ones, because you have these squared end, and then you have this like more rounded. And it's the big one, it's that one right there. And I cut it out of basic white. I'm gonna stamp on it a little bit. So I'm gonna grab my scrap paper here. I'm gonna grab Pear Pizzazz, and this is a splatter stamp from Nature's Prints. A couple weeks ago, I did Nature's Print as my focus, and this is the set, and this splatter, I fell in love with it, so now I have to use it like on every project. So if you don't have Nature's Prints, and you haven't seen my videos on Nature's Prints, check them out. They're awesome. And we're gonna ink this splatter up because it is so pretty, and I'm gonna stamp it on my tag in some different spots because I want a little bit of grunge on there. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, just like that. Okay, and then on the inside we're gonna use that splatter again. You see that? So I have to clean it because on the inside we're gonna use Orchid Oasis. So I'll get it clean and ready. But that is it for our Pear Pizzazz. I wanted to tie in a little bit of the green from the stem of the flower. This one had some more green. And I used the sparkly woven metallic ribbon that is our in color. And this one goes with our Parakeet Party, but it works really awesome with this Pear Pizzazz. So that's what I chose to use. I have already die cut and stamped our Wishing You Everything Wonderful, and this was stamped with the Orchid Oasis, but I am going to open that up and we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside of our card, okay? So this is what the inside looks like. So it says, it has the flower, so let's do that first. So let's add this really beautiful flower on the front here. I mean on the inside here. So we're going to put that like this. And then we're going to stamp Because You Totally Deserve It, because the outside says, Wishing You Everything Wonderful. And you're wishing it because they totally deserve it, right? This is for a good friend. So we're going to stamp this down here near the flower. And you can stamp it in the middle if you want. I just chose to stamp it near that flower. We're going to clean that in a second. And then the last thing is this splatter stamp again. So I'm going to ink it and then I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to stamp off again because this is very dark. And I just want some really light splatter pieces on here. Just like that. All right, so there is the inside of our card. Let's close it up. Get our scrap paper out of the way, close our ink pad, and let's start assembling this little card. It's a quick one, isn't it? We're gonna clean all of these, get them, all that ink off of them. All right. So now we have our tag that's going to go on the front, and it is going to be raised up off of this, but we are going to put this ribbon through it. So we're going to do this first. So what I'm doing is I'm folding it in half, and then I'm folding it in half again. Okay, and I have 4, I think it's 4. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. That's what I did. Okay, so I folded it in half and then I folded it in half again. And let's see how long it is. I think it's like 26 inches, something crazy like that, because sometimes I get a little crazy, guys, and I have to use a lot of ribbon. So let's see. How long is it? We got 12. We got 24. Yeah, I was right. 26 inches. So 26 inches of ribbon. Not bad. We get 10 yards on there, so I think 26 inches is doable. So we're going to go ahead and put the points together, the ends, and then we're going to fold it in half again, and we're going to join the loops with the ends. And then I'm going to cut that. And then on the other side, we have all loops, so I'm going to cut those. And that's going to give us 4 on each side, like 4 pieces. Now I'm going to fold this in half. okay? And I'm gonna push this little bundle through that hole from the back. Okay, so let's try and get it in there without it complaining too much. I may use my scissor to help me. Just smush it through that hole there, okay. And let's grab it from the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna find that loop. We have to open all of these loopy pieces, okay? So we want it to go through all of them. So I have to make sure I have all of them. I do. And I'm gonna take these ends, these 8 ends, and I'm gonna hold them together. Let's see if I can have that loop even. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna take all of these 8 ends, and I'm gonna hold it together. See my finger here, and I'm gonna push it through with my thumb, and I'm gonna grab all of those pieces, and then I'm just gonna pull, and then I have all these wild sparkly ends on my tag. How cute is that? I think it's super cute. So then on the back, we're gonna put some dimensionals, so let's grab those. And I think 6 will be enough. Even though I am an overuser of dimensionals, you don't have to use this many. All right, and I'm gonna use my Take Your Pick tool to pull them off. Oh, I don't have the cap on my putty. I need to do that. Find it. And then I like that they all stick here because then I can throw them right in the trash can. That's why I use my Take Your Pick tool to put on these. So I'm gonna stick this down kind of in this corner. I'm gonna leave about a 1/2 inch showing of the honeycomb here, the hive, and then place this like this, okay? Now we're gonna put our flower, and our flower is gonna be this way. So it looks like most of it is on, nothing on these ends here. So let's flip it over, grab my dimensionals again. We're gonna put them on here, maybe 4 will be good. And let's see, I'm gonna lay it down and make sure that I'm not off of my piece. I'm not. And then I need some on that curve because it just needs some. So I'm gonna use these ends. You see all these end pieces? When you're done with your dimensionals, you get these ends, and I save them and I use them. So I am gonna use the ends, and I'm gonna cut on the angle some little thin, long pieces to use on this stem here. And because they're skinny, they fit on that stem. I'm gonna cut another piece. I'm gonna put it a little farther down here on this bottom section. Okay, come here. Doesn't wanna come off. Come to me. Did I not cut it? I thought I did. Okay, there it is. And I'm gonna put it on this bottom section here. So there's my dimensionals at the bottom. Let's pull them off and attach them onto the card. It is raining. It is raining here today while I film these videos. Okay, so let's figure out how we want our flower. Oh, this is so pretty. I don't want to cover all of that. Maybe right, I'm gonna lower it a little because I want some of that splatter to show. No, I'm gonna raise it. Now I kind of wish I had done a splatter a little higher, but it's okay. Yeah, I will survive. Okay, so this piece we're gonna add here. So as you can see, we need to put dimensionals on the areas that don't have any. So what I'm gonna do is, you see it covers most of that down here. So I'm gonna use some minis. Gotta find them. Okay, I'm gonna put a mini here and a mini here. Let's see where else I need one. Maybe on this other side of the stem. Let's see if I need another one here. How about like that? Yeah, I think that's perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna put a double set of minis on this corner because it's overhanging. So I'm gonna put one there, and I'm gonna pull the back off, and then I'm gonna grab it with my Take Your Pick tool, trust me, because I don't want it to. So the reason I need 2 is because the tag is lifted, and so is the card, so is the words. And this is going to actually be glued down here. So it needs to be raised up to the height of everything else. So we're going to put that in place, make sure that I have it nice and covered. And see how that G is hanging and it's glued to this section here. So we have to double it. How awesome is this, guys? Let me move it just down a little bit. Yeah, like that. It was a little crooked, I think. Oh no, now I made it crooked the other way. Let's see. Now it's good. Look at this gorgeous flower. I think I'm going to put a little bit of wet adhesive. I'm going to sneak it behind that word wishing because I don't want it to stick up. And I want to hold it, make sure I got some on there. Oh, actually, I didn't put anything. So I'm going to sneak it under there. Oops, not too much. I don't want too much. But I'm going to hold it in place for a second and get that to stick to the flower because I don't want that popping up. There we go. Perfect. And I think a little bit oozed out, so I'm going to use my adhesive remover. There we go. All right. Look at this gorgeous flower on here. It looks great. So now the center is yellow. So I wanted to add a little bit of yellow in there. So these awesome glossy dot assortment has some yellow. So let's use these. Okay. And I'm going to use the pointy end because they're kind of flat and stuck to here and I want to make sure that they get up. So I'm going to take this large one and let's put that one here because there's nothing in this area and I need something to fill that. So let's put the large one there. Let's put the medium down here. And then let's put the small one maybe right here. Maybe up here in this corner. Yeah, I like it. All right, just whatever you want to do is the best way to stick those. Don't overthink it. Just start slapping them down because when you think about it too much, then you won't commit. All right, so again, those were the glossy dot assortment. Look how cute this card is. I think I need to trim these little hairs a little bit. Let's trim them. Okay, I like that. Gave our ribbon a little haircut. My friend Michelle in Australia, an Australian demonstrator that I met through Stampin Up. This company is amazing because you get to meet really cool people. I think I just totally messed up this mat. Hopefully I'm in camera here, but anyway, my point is that my friend Michelle, she likes to use that term, and I think it's so cute when you say haircut. So here's our card. Again, I used the Wonderful World stamp set and the designer series paper, which is where these flowers came from. We used the awesome Hive 3D embossing folder. Don't forget about the beautiful tailor-made tags. We also used the charming sentiments and the dies that go with that. And all of this stuff, if you purchase it, will help you get your free stamp set and paper. Thanks for being here with me, guys. This was a quick card, but I think it turned out really awesome. I love that I used the two different cards styles, you know, one opening from this way and one opening from the side. And I used two different flowers, but see how beautiful it turned out? Thanks for being here. If you don't subscribe to me, please do so. And you can check out my other videos. Like I said, I use the splatters from Nature's Prints, so check out those. I have 5 videos on Nature's Prints on my channel. And I appreciate you being here with me. Please share my video with those who you think would really love it. And I am so grateful to have you. Thanks for being a part of my life and making it really fun. I love creating for you guys, so thanks for being here. And this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!